Orthopedic surgeon warned walking isn't enough after 75. Do this instead. Senior health tips. Walking has been called the perfect exercise for seniors. Doctors recommend it. Families encourage it. Millions rely on it. But what if, after the age of 75, walking alone is no longer enough to protect your body? Today, an orthopedic surgeon's warning may change how you think about aging, strength, and staying independent. For decades, walking has been promoted as the safest, simplest form of exercise for older adults. And to be clear, walking is valuable. It supports heart health, circulation, mood, and basic mobility. But here's the uncomfortable truth many seniors are never told. After a certain age, walking by itself does not protect your muscles, joints, or balance well enough to prevent decline. Orthopedic surgeon Dr. Vonda Wright, who specializes in aging, mobility, and musculoskeletal health, has been very clear about this. She explains that aging doesn't just weaken the heart, it quietly steals muscle, bone density, and joint stability. And once those systems weaken, walking alone cannot stop the process. After 75, the body changes faster than most people expect. Muscle loss accelerates, reaction time slows, balance becomes fragile, and the risk of falls increases sharply. According to orthopedic specialists, falls, not heart disease, are one of the greatest threats to independence in later life. This is not meant to scare you. It's meant to empower you, because the solution is not extreme workouts, heavy weights, or dangerous movements. The solution is targeted strength, balance, and joint support training, done safely, intentionally, and consistently. Walking keeps you moving, but strength keeps you standing. Let's talk about what orthopedic surgeons actually recommend instead, and why it matters so much after 75. Why walking alone stops working. After 75, walking is a forward motion activity. It uses a limited range of motion and primarily works the same muscles in the same pattern every time. Over years, this creates a problem. The body adapts and the stimulus is no longer strong enough to maintain muscle or bone. Dr. Joseph Aboud, an orthopedic surgeon known for treating age-related joint decline, explains that muscle loss, called sarcopenia, accelerates rapidly after the mid-70s. Without resistance, muscles simply don't receive the signal to stay strong. Walking does not provide enough resistance to counter this loss. Another issue is balance. Walking on flat, familiar surfaces does not challenge the nervous system enough to maintain reflexes and coordination. Yet balance is exactly what prevents falls. When seniors fall, the injuries are often severe, not because bones are fragile alone, but because muscles and reaction speed can't protect the body during impact. Walking also does little to strengthen the hips and glutes. The muscles most responsible for weak hips lead to shuffling, shorter steps, and poor gait, which ironically increases fall risk even while walking. In short, walking is helpful, but incomplete. What orthopedic surgeons recommend. Instead, orthopedic surgeons don't tell seniors to stop walking. They tell them to stop relying on walking alone. Dr. Wright emphasizes a simple principle: train what aging takes away. Aging takes away strength. Aging takes away balance. Aging takes away joint control. So training must restore those exact abilities. Here are the key elements surgeons recommend after 75 and why each one is critical. Sit-to-stand strength training, the most important movement. If there is one movement orthopedic surgeons care about most for seniors, it's the ability to stand up from a chair without assistance. Dr. Andrea Furlan explains that the sit-to-stand motion reflects real-world leg strength, hip stability, and coordination. Losing this ability is often the first step toward dependency. This movement strengthens the quadriceps, glutes, and core, muscles that protect the knees and hips. Unlike walking, it requires pushing against gravity, which is essential for maintaining muscle and bone density. Doing slow, controlled sit-to-stands teaches the body to generate force safely. It also improves confidence. Confidence matters because fear of falling often leads seniors to move less, which accelerates decline. This is not exercise for fitness. It's training for independence. Balance training that challenges the nervous system. Balance is not just about muscles. It's about communication between the brain and the body. After 75, this communication weakens unless it is challenged intentionally. Dr. Timothy Hain, a specialist in balance disorders, notes that balance improves only when the body is exposed to controlled instability. Walking on stable ground doesn't do this. Simple balance exercises, like standing on one leg near a support, shifting weight slowly, or heel-to-toe standing, retrain the nervous system. These movements sharpen reflexes and improve reaction time. Orthopedic surgeons stress that balance training should feel slightly challenging but never unsafe. The goal is not to test limits, but to remind the brain how to respond quickly and efficiently. Better balance means fewer falls. Fewer falls mean longer independence. Gentle resistance training for joint protection. Many seniors avoid resistance training because they fear injury. Orthopedic surgeons understand this fear, but they warn that avoiding resistance is more dangerous than using it correctly. Dr. David Geyer explains that joints rely on muscles for protection. Weak muscles shift stress directly onto joints, accelerating arthritis and pain. Gentle resistance training strengthens the muscles around the joints, reducing wear and tear. This does not mean heavy weights. Resistance bands, light dumbbells, or even bodyweight exercises can be enough. What matters is controlled movement and proper alignment. Resistance training improves joint stability in the knees, hips, and shoulders, areas most vulnerable after 75. It also improves posture, which reduces back and neck strain. Strong muscles act like shock absorbers. Without them, every step becomes harder on the joints, even during walking. Hip-focused exercises to prevent falls. Orthopedic surgeons pay close attention to the hips because hip fractures are one of the most life-altering injuries in seniors. Dr. Douglas Paget emphasizes that strong hips are essential for lateral stability, your ability to recover when you trip or move sideways. Walking mostly trains forward motion. It does very little for side-to-side control. Hip-strengthening movements like side leg raises, gentle step-outs, and supported lateral shifts train muscles that prevent falls before they happen. These exercises also improve walking quality. Strong hips lead to longer strides, better posture, and smoother movement. Protecting the hips means protecting mobility, independence, and confidence. 5. Core stability for upright posture and breathing. Core strength is often misunderstood. It's not about flat stomachs, it's about spinal support and balance. Dr. Stuart McGill, a spine expert, explains that a stable core allows the arms and legs to move safely. After 75, weakened core muscles lead to slouching, shallow breathing, and poor balance. Gentle core exercises, like seated posture holds, standing weight shifts, or supported pelvic tilts, strengthen the muscles that keep the spine upright. A stronger core improves breathing efficiency, reduces back pain, and makes walking safer and more efficient. Walking without core support often reinforces poor posture. Core training corrects it. Controlled movement, not speed. One of the biggest mistakes seniors make is focusing on speed instead of control. Orthopedic surgeons consistently warn against rushing movements. Dr. Frank Lippman explains that controlled motion builds coordination and joint awareness. Fast, uncontrolled movement increases injury risk without improving functional strength. Slow, intentional exercises train the muscles and nervous system together. This improves confidence and safety during daily activities like turning, stepping, and reaching. Control is what keeps you upright, not speed. Why this approach works better than walking alone. Walking supports cardiovascular health, but it does not challenge the systems most likely to fail after 75. Strength training preserves muscle. Balance training prevents falls. Joint-focused movement reduces pain. Core stability improves posture and breathing. Orthopedic surgeons focus on function, not fitness trends. Their goal is simple: keep seniors mobile, independent, and confident for as long as possible. When these elements are combined with walking, not replaced by it, the body stays resilient. Walking is still good for you, but after 75, it's no longer enough on its own. Orthopedic surgeons agree. The key to aging well is not doing more. It's doing what actually protects your body. Strength, balance, and control are what keep you living on your terms. You don't need extreme workouts. You don't need pain. You need smart movement that respects your body while strengthening it. This is PureHealth, where longevity comes from knowledge, not fear. Move wisely today so your body supports you tomorrow.